Hey, welcome to the Nappy Frappe. I am Cheryl Monique, of course, your host. But if you follow me on IG, you already know that. Just getting started. It took me a little bit to connect. So if anybody's out there and wants to log on and wave and chat, let me know. But today, I'm going to be talking about women and sex and all the awesome things that go along with that. You know, being 40, I know it's hard to believe, right? Being 40, you know, my perspective on sex has definitely opened up. It's definitely matured to where, you know, I probably would have done a lot more kink shaming and things like that. Yay! Okay, we're being joined by my girl, by my fellow Tap-In Sis host.
Sis. Hi, guys.
Brandy.
Hi.
So, don't fall.
Okay.
Come on, let's bring these together.
It's rigged.
Yes. Normally we have tripods and stuff.
Yes.
Okay. So right now, no one is logged on just yet, but you know I'm gonna post this later. So
okay.
Either way, talking about
Hi, no one.
sex.
Yep.
Women and sex.
Yes.
So, do you think your perspective on sex has matured maybe since your 20s?
What would be considered matured?
Well, for me, I feel like, you know, hey, mwah, mwah, mwah. Hey, B. Hey, Lena. So, I feel like when I was in my 20s, I wanted to be the good girl.
Okay.
You know, of course, in your teenage years, as a girl, you are filled with freaking hormones. You know, but I feel like we're made to feel like we're losing something in sex. You know, someone takes your virginity.
Oh,
you don't have sex. Someone takes it.
Yeah.
Did you give him your virginity? Not like we aren't bubbling up waiting to have sex.
Right.
I remember in high school.
And if you do, you're
a slut.
Yeah.
I remember in high school, I was dying to have. Me and friends and I were dying to have sex, and we'd say things like, "Oh my God, if I died right now, I'd be a virgin, so I have to do it."
I was just so different from that. I was actually
an actual good girl.
I was excited about being a virgin at 17 because it was something that not a lot of my friends could say.
I couldn't say
so
it.
I actually was like the special one because I was the one who didn't do it. And even though everybody was talking about it and I was very curious,
yes,
I was kind of like, let me hold on to this a little bit longer. Let me see what this is going to be about.
I should have held on. It was not worth it.
She said, "Hoe is life."
Hoe is life. Listen, at 40, I'm learning hoe is life.
I mean, come on. You can do what you want to do. I mean, I think the difference is when you're younger, sex is a fad or it's something that everybody's doing. I think as you get older, it's more about a physical release, or it might be your partner. It's a different. You look at it a little bit differently. The reasons why you do it is a little bit different. So it's still enjoyable either way.
When I was younger, well, it was not as enjoyable when I was young because I feel like when you're younger, guys think they're supposed to hurt you. You know, they think guys still think that, you know, pounding you, making you scream is the goal, and no one's trying to give you an orgasm.
But also,
like, I feel like so many women in their 20s hadn't had orgasms yet.
But you know what? They're so clueless because they think pounding you is just like, but sometimes they don't have nothing to pound you.
No, because they're just throwing their pelvis into you. It's not even like the penis. It's just bone against bone. It's like, ouch. Bruh.
And you know, I don't know if you men ever catch our faces when we're just down there like...
Oh, when it's just time to be over? Like you need to.
I'm not enjoying myself.
You need to wrap it up box, like from like the award shows, like start playing the music.
And
like
that, ladies and gentlemen, is why women think it, because we want you to hurry up.
We want it to be
you're
over.
Not doing shit, and we know we're not gonna do it.
Yeah, like, or if he's going down on you, and you know, like he's just gonna be down there for a while, and it's like it's not gonna happen. You've left the spot too many times.
And then also, just like men say, like sometimes they don't like women to give them head because the women don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
And sometimes you men,
a lot of the time, often, and you know,
and when you don't know what you're doing, it's like, all right, get up, bro.
And they be just trying to do too much. And it's just like, but the thing is, telling you just that it's over. Yeah. I pretend it because I mean, like, because if you really care about the guy, telling him that it's over might hurt his feelings. So you might just be like, all right.
And then also, like, you have those guys who have that thing in their head where they're like, let the women come first because that's what makes you a gentleman. And so they keep going and going. It's like, you know, I'm never going to get there, right?
And I don't even want to go there anymore. I just let me out the car. Let me out. let me out the car. Listen, but you are right. The older that we get, the more comfortable I do become. And I think that's what, when I was saying, you know, you feel like you matured over time.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing I'm talking about where it's like,
I agree.
I am more comfortable saying what I need to say, and I'm less worried about his ego than I am about my own pleasure.
And as women, I think that we're more creative with how we say it, right? Because
we try to
when
be
you're younger. You just like, I mean, I'm creative with how I say it. I just find a good moment, like, you know, man, I really like when you used to blah 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 or something like that, or I try to have a conversation with him about
but in the moment you just got to get through it. This is where the faking the orgasm comes in.
I know, but
because in the moment you just need it to be over, so y'all can have the conversation.
I get through it. I just get through it, and then somewhere along the line before we go to it again, I make sure I try to get that conversation in there.
Yes,
I wouldn't like just when he get up and he'd be like, woo, and then I'd be like, that wasn't shit.
Now question. The instructions go. Now question, how do you...
More scroll than that, but
listen, how do you get... Say you saw something you like. Mm-hmm. You know, like recently, I saw a video of this rapper online. I played the video for her. I might share it online. Yes, I saw it on Facebook, and he growled. Jesus. Like in guttural, like... It was so... And now I'm like, oh, I want to growl. Like I didn't know I wanted that until I heard it, but now I know I need that.
How do you ask for a growl?
How do you ask? How do you ask for things? How do you like when you see something specific that you want? It's like it's not like a position that you can just flip yourself in. When you need him to do something specific, how do you ask him to do something like that?
I would play that video maybe if you can get away with playing the video, and then if you play the video, you be like, oh wow, that's sexy. And then maybe he might be like, dang, she thinks that's sexy. Let me do it.
But then guys can be so fragile. It's like, oh, she's looking at that other dude, that growling it, that pretty dude.
Because that's what you like?
Oh, with the muscles and the tattoos. Like, you focusing on the wrong thing. Like, or he might start focusing on the guy, and it's like, I'm not worried about the guy. I want the growl. Like, you growl.
All you can do is like, yeah, that is what.
That's kind of like what
not him.
Not him, but.
The growl.
And I mean, like, or can a guy come to you, like he sees something on porn, and he sees something that he wants to try, and he's just like, I want you to gag like that. I want you to like to look like that.
Tell me, I want to do it. I want to please you.
I definitely want to do it.
Yeah,
I want to try it.
If it's ridiculous, I'm not doing it.
The thing is, even if it's ridiculous, especially if we're like really intimate, I want to try it. No, I mean, even then, I want to try it just because I want to know I don't like it. You know what I mean? I might like it. There are things that I've heard people do things like Cardi B talked about spitting in the mouth. It's not my thing, but I know people that have done it who have experienced that ended up liking it. Well, the guy just spit in her mouth, and she just was like, oh. But she got into it, and I think because he turned her on, so it's just like
I don't even have to try that to know I don't like it. I can tell you right now I don't like that.
I don't think I would, but for the sake of just saying things, because my friend that told me about that was the only time I'd ever heard about it. But then WAP comes out, and she's talking about it, and I'm just like...
I've never heard of that before.
You know, so when she said it, I was like, oh.
Then what you supposed to do with it?
Like, I guess swallow it. I mean, we swallow this thing, and like, what difference does it make? Yeah, I think he just holds your face, and I don't know. I've never had anybody spit in my mouth, but... No, but I mean...
You have somebody come on your face before you let them spit in your face. It's not the same.
I don't know if I want somebody coming on my face.
No, I never had nobody do that to me. I don't like it. I no.
But I have had guys say they like that. I have heard guys talk about. For me,
if I had a choice, if you could spit on my face or put semen on my face, I prefer to put semen on my face than spit. That's disgusting.
I feel like
nope. Consent. You better not just. Exactly. Show him and turn to him and say, baby, if you did that, then get the scroll. Get the scroll.
Get the scroll. Wait, you love...
something.
Alina says she loves... You love what? The growling or the spitting in the mouth? What do you love, Alina?
I hope it's the growling, Lord. Alina, I hope it's the growling. No judgment.
No,
let me fix my face.
Hold up. No, really. I am trying to get so to the point of not kink shaming. Like, I've kind of opened up to the idea of bisexual men, because I think back in the day I used to be like, if you're bisexual and you're a man, you're gay, and just really not allow the fluidity of sexuality to exist in manhood the way I understood it to happen in with women. The growl, yes, girl. But now I'm just like, the truth is, the more men I met, especially gay men, I realized there's a lot more bisexual men out there that just don't say nothing.
Oh yeah,
like most women have probably dated a bisexual man who just said nothing because it just costs too much to say anything.
Yeah,
but I would like to have that open conversation. I feel like that level of intimacy allows a freedom.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
I totally agree. I'm with you on that.
Yes, girl, growl in my ear. Like, ooh, just thinking about it got me sliding off this. Got that wop, wop, wop.
I think the conversation in itself is sexy for me. If we have a conversation about sex and what you like and what I like, and if you are interested in pleasing me and you want to share with me how to please you, that alone is sexy. I
think so. I think just the sharing of the intimacy. Like, I took a human sexuality class when I was at Lipscomb, which was funny because it was I had taken another one at Hunter, but this was a Christian school, so I thought it was going to be way more like lectury.
Yeah.
But it really like opened my eyes to the spectrum of sexuality, of just how gender fluid nature is.
Okay.
And you know, some people are born and raised like as a woman, but her chromosomes say man, and if she didn't have a blood test, they wouldn't have known that. How many hermaphrodites there are. Just how common it is, but we just make it really binary when it's not.
Yeah.
And so with that, it just opened up the conversation
of common. I think people, because they're so unaware of it, they don't think that those things are common, but
and
they actually
exactly
really
are really common. And then we have the normal and not normal, and it doesn't allow for that middle space. And then we start to normalize things that are normal for us, but then we shame kinks and things like that. Yeah. And it's just like, and it doesn't allow people freedom. And I'm like, at 40, I'm looking at like my life, like I got one life to live, and there's so much that I haven't experienced out of fear of shame and all that. And then it's just like,
I think also has a lot to do with finding the right one, because there are some people that make you feel so comfortable in your skin.
That's sexy.
They just love your body with every flaw, and then you just feel the confidence to yourself. And then there's some people that just make you feel like clutching your pearls.
Yeah.
When it's time to do it, because some
like you want all the lights out.
Yeah, because some men make you feel like your body is what they want, and some men make you feel like a nut is what they want.
Yes.
And they're not, and you know, there's not many men that know the difference between that. I think you had someone share something with you. Conversation. Oh.
She said conversation after most likely leads to round 2. Girl, yes.
Good.
Because once you've learned, let's get this going.
Yeah. Most men like to apply what they learn quickly. I believe it's an ego thing. True.
I mean, yes, if they don't get caught up in the moment of feeling.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Is that
yes,
a man?
It is.
Hi, man. Glad you're here. Share with us. What are your thoughts?
I do think, I think because women can get caught up in the ego thing too. Because, like, one of my friends, we're always talking about women and the power of the P. And women think just having a pussy is enough.
Or some of them think, like, how a man body operates is like all you really need is the P. Like, all you need is a WAP, and that's good enough. But some men need to be stimulated too. They enjoy foreplay. They enjoy being spoken to in their ear.
Yeah.
They enjoy being touched without going right to the main
men
spot.
have erogenous zones as well.
They enjoy being stimulated and not jumping right in too.
Yeah.
We got the man tapping in. I am man. We make fire.
And in will. Listen, I'm down for the caveman thing. Pull my hair, drag me around. Let's get it going. Listen. But, okay. So, moving forward into the conversation, like when WAP came out, WAP is one of those songs, like, first of all, I'm playing it on repeat, like, just constantly. I can't hear it enough.
I didn't really love it. I didn't think I didn't like the lyrics.
Oh my God, the lyrics are everything for me. And the more I sat down the other day and read them, and I was like, all of this, except for the spitting in the mouth, like all of it, all of it. I want to switch wigs. I can't even wear wigs no more with my locks. I want to, I want all of it. But I really just love the confidence of it. But more important,
the confidence is cool.
The conversations that started where it was just when did slut culture become a thing? And it's just like,
no, I don't have a problem with
like,
that.
do you want women to enjoy sex or not?
But men been doing that for years.
I know, but it's just
deal.
But to me, the thing they have been doing it for years, but it is a big deal because I feel like it constantly keeps us in this cage.
No, I'm saying I don't think it's a big deal that they made the song.
Oh yeah,
like, I
was
surprised by the backlash of that. I thought that was, it was just.
And it's not the first song. Little Kim's whole album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is not the first time y'all done heard somebody talk about they pussy. Like, why is everybody so
like
such in an uproar about that? I didn't get that part either. Really, I didn't like the song because I don't love the lyrics. I think they're a little bit corny, but.
See, I disagree. I love the lyrics. Now, maybe I'm a little horny. So,
I think that's it.
That may be it. And so,
men like to be seduced, not just fucked. Men love foreplay. WAP telling all my secrets.
Listen.
I like to spit, but I don't like spit. It's weird.
No, I mean, it's not really weird. Like, a lot of people like to give. There are people who like to dominate, who don't like to be dominated.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, like I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I like to be choked. I like my hair pulled, but I don't like to be like, I've watched like dominatrix porn and stuff. Yeah. I don't want that. Like, I don't like when they're like, when it looks like the girl's in pain and they're like
I don't want pain.
Fucking her face to where like they're holding her, and it's not pleasurable. But I like a dominant man. But I also like to be dominated. Yeah. I mean, like to dominate. I like to handcuff people and shit like that. So like,
yeah, I dig it.
Yeah. So it's kind of like.
You want to see what your men are saying on here?
Yes, I don't mind WAP if they're balanced. There's no Lauryn Hill breakdown. Breakdown. There's none being touted. I mean, what do you mean balance?
That's hip hop, honestly.
Yes.
Yes, honey. That's hip hop.
Hey, Ange. Get ready. You've never heard me talk like this, girl. So,
I just want to say you look gorgeous on the camera show. I mean, you always do.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Just the lipstick and the shirt. I mean,
I try to keep it bright. I keep it bright for y'all.
You look gorgeous. Yes, I love it.
First of all, every time she goes, that's my favorite shit now.
Oh, I like when she said that part. I'm not gonna hold you. I do like that.
I never listened to her album until after WAP. Like, I was listening to it and I realized she does that in all her songs. Yeah. So now I just want to go all the time.
I thought that was a little cute. It was a little birdish.
It's a little birdish. And I think it taps a little bit into my bird side.
Whatever.
And,
yes. I dig it,
I don't think I've ever fully tapped into my bird side. And I want to. Because they look like they have fun.
I be tapping in the left and right.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Oh, my God.
She is one of the least bird friends of all the birds I know. Like,
my man, I be birding it.
Well, that's cute. I like that.
I be birding it up.
I want a tweet, birdie.
A lot of men like to be choked too. They do. And I like
I like to choke them. I like to choke them. Yeah. Yeah. But have you ever been choked to almost passing out?
No, I don't want that.
I was talking to somebody about that, and my line is like, I like to be choked enough to not be able to breathe out. Like, I want to be able to look you in the eye and be like, is he crazy? Like that's a little bit splash. But I don't want to like pass out. Like, I want to be conscious during sex the whole time.
But you want to be damn near unconscious?
I didn't realize it was that close to unconscious. The person had to explain to me that when you might pass out for a second or two.
No, I don't want
But
that.
for me, it's like, I like to be conscious. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie. With my ex, I used to get drunk. Like, we got drunk together, and there were times like I would fall asleep during sex, not because I wasn't having fun, but because I was like, we were in college, we drank a lot, and so I'd wake up, and I'd be like,
Where?
I'd be like, did you finish? Did I finish?
Did we?
Like, did you just finish me? Like, when I was sleeping. Hold on, let me see. I think balance as far as female artists. We're like Lauren, everyone's trying to freak the other. I think some women are just freaky, though. I think not everybody's a Lauren.
That they're trying to freak each other out, though. I do believe that.
I don't know, because I feel like
I think they're trying to out freak the other.
I feel like I know more more Cardi's sexually than I do Lauren's. I feel like, like everybody, and I think culture tells us that we're supposed to be a Lauren. It's like Lauren in the streets, Cardi in the sheets. But it's like, well, you got to.
But you know what? We have to listen to our men too, because sometimes men are just saying that they don't mind freaky, but they don't want it everywhere all the time. Like sometimes they are attracted to someone who is not throwing their WAP all the time.
No, and I can appreciate that.
Yeah, and I think that we miss that sometimes because we think that it's being shamed, but sometimes there are men that genuinely just prefer that.
And I mean, me personally, like I have been told I have an innocent whore quality about me, like to where
you're gonna ride this comment.
I am because it when the person told me, I was like, all right, that works, because very much when we're out together, I'm not somebody who's trying to wave a freak flag, or I'm trying to I don't need a lot of sexual attention. That's not something that I want or anything. But when we are intimate, I don't want you being real prissy with me.
Yeah,
I don't I'm not a little kid. I'm not, I don't need to be protected.
Also, I want you to be the man.
And I want to be a grown woman. Yeah. I don't want to be treated like your little girl.
Such. Yes.
And treat me like a little bit of a whore. A little bit. A little bit.
Or a lot of it.
A lot of it. You can leave a little money on the dresser.
Or a lot of money.
Or a lot of money. I like bags. No. Man, I spoke to a single female friend the other day, and she said, eating ass is the big thing now.
I felt so out of it. I don't judge. But eating groceries.
It's like...
Don't do it for me. Yeah.
I like
that's for you. Cool. Okay.
Like I don't want to. I don't want to judge. And again, I do my best not to kink shame. But I don't want you eating my ass. I'm definitely not eating your ass. Because I don't kiss. Like I'm not. I don't want to kiss you after the ass eating.
I'm gonna do it. My mouth is never going.
And I hate that when people say, "Well, it's so close to the vagina." Not that close. Not that close. Like keep your focus on your tongue.
But the clitoris. Different things come out of there.
Yes, and the clitoris is nowhere near where the anus is. So
they're close, but two different things.
But what are you doing?
That you can't keep it focused on this part.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's because I'll tell you, my vibrator never touches my butt. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe you are everywhere. Yes, you can come from your butt, and I mean,
because there's a G spot.
It's a G spot in there, and if that's your thing, I have no issue with it. Again, not kink shaming. Knock yourself out. I don't want it. And you gotta, and that's the thing.
I'm not gonna turn it down, but I ain't running around asking for it.
I'm gonna turn it down. I'm gonna be like, where you going? I'm sliding off the bed. I'm
not gonna say no, but if it doesn't happen, I'll be perfectly fine. If not, either way it works for me.
But there are some people that can't finish without it. Some girls, some women that
can't.
These
women, and I'm sorry for you.
We know some of these women. We've had conversations. I feel like you're forgetting some of the conversation.
I don't know who you're talking about. No clue who you're talking about.
Dudes are demanding to do it. To eat butt? Like, they're demanding it? Like, how do you demand? Let me eat your ass. Like, she said she ain't gonna turn it down.
No, I'm not. It's like oral respiration. It's a different type of cum.
No, totally.
Would you try doing it once just to see what's the attraction?
Like me putting my butt in my face in his butt?
No, I think he means the other way around.
Like
I
you,
hope he means
like you bite. Like I'm willing to give you a finger if you need that.
I'm not.
I am.
And if I do, I have no more respect for you. I just want you to
know. I listen. I totally can respect you. I will. I don't think I want to, like, the thing is, I don't want to start with the finger and next thing you know, I'm fisting you every other day because that's what you like. Like, I don't want to open up Pandora's box, but I also don't want to.
Anything in there and you want it to be there.
I don't mind. Like, I know it's an androgynous zone. And why should you live your whole life without being flicked? But again, it's not something that I want to do, so I'm not going to offer it. But if I'm asked, and I think I'd rather get like a butt plug or something. I'd rather it not be my finger because I need to use this thing again.
I mean, not because
he said yes. You put your face in the cheeks. He means me putting my face in his butt. No.
To me, that wouldn't turn me on. If you like something like that, that would not excite me, and I think I would be turned off.
I'm not doing that. I don't want to ever put my face in a butt. It's the same thing, like, I'm not into threesomes, and I'm not putting my face in a vagina. Like, it's just not for me, and I'm not going to pretend. So the thing is, if a girl likes girls, I get it. I don't like women, and so the idea of putting my face in a vagina does not work for me.
Oh, right. I mean, I don't want to do anything that's not enticing to me. If it's going to change my mood.
She said men aren't the most clean, so I like receiving versus doing it. I mean, you know, I don't know. Maybe listen. I'm 40, and it's a new world. So
40 means you don't have to do it. 40 is even more of a reason why you don't have to do it.
I want to be one of those freaky old ladies.
People run from that lady, though.
No, they not. They tell you they run from that old lady. That old lady be giving it up at the old folks' home.
Like, be one of the cougars.
Yes, I'm gonna be at the financial aid line, like, who need bucks?
Because no old ass man gonna be running around trying to get you to be doing none of that shit.
Man, listen, they're like, if men are getting it now, they're gonna be getting it. Oh,
I guess so. That's a lot of.
The world ain't that damn new.
That's female body I feel with you are attracted to, you should experience, yeah, and explore each other.
Yes.
I'm not doing it. If you need that, then I'm probably not the girl for you.
That's the thing. It's like, I respect your boundaries.
Yeah.
And you got to respect mine. Like, you know, like, I'm not asking to bring another dude.
And I'm not.
You know.
I mean, I won't be able to do a threesome only because I don't know two men that want to get that close to each other. Because I wouldn't want a threesome with a girl because a girl would not turn me on.
Yeah, and
I would be excited by being with two men, but I don't know two men who want to be.
Yeah.
So that ain't gonna happen.
And
either.
What if it takes a turn and that's, you know, you're like observing?
I'm out. I'm out. So, yeah. I mean, she says if you don't like it, you don't do it again. I think the only problem for me is that during the act of something, if I do something that I don't like or turns me off, it kind of kills the mood.
Yeah, and for me,
the ride. So,
and I mean, not to make this conversation too serious, but because of sexual trauma from my childhood, if sex is uncomfortable for me at all, it becomes something that I completely shut down from, and then it can affect how we move forward, going on.
Again, yeah.
So I never want to be put in a position where I'm uncomfortable, where I don't feel safe, where I don't feel trusted. Where I feel guilty or ashamed or used.
Yeah, try something that they wanted to try, regardless of how it made me feel, because I would never want anyone to do something. I mean, if you're a person who says, okay, I don't do that, then I'll say, okay, I need to know if you're somebody I'm gonna have sex with for the rest of my life, because I feel like that's something that I must have. But I'm not gonna ask you to change. I'll just change you.
Hold up. Did I just see strap that on? What did I miss? Are we talking about daggering?
If it would suck that you really like someone and the deal breaker is you don't eat ass. Right. Better strap that on and please your man. I guess she's talking about
strap on his butt, or okay.
I think she's talking about,
and more than just my finger or a butt plug, but I gotta like actually put on a dildo.
If I'm doing that, no.
Then the thing is, then I think you want someone else, because sexual compatibility is important.
Yeah.
And so, if we're not sexually compatible, then we're just not sexually compatible.
Yeah, it doesn't make you wrong or right or nasty or like a prude or anything like that. You like what you like. I like what I like. I mean, sex should be enjoyable for both.
For both of us.
It should not just be one person making the other person uncomfortable just so they can be pleased. It's more. I find that it's more fun when we're both enjoying what's happening from beginning to end.
Yes,
that's my
like. While I have no issue with someone being, I know we're like being chewed up. While I have no issue with a man being bisexual, my concern with bisexuality would be his need for anal play and my lack of desire to engage in it.
Right.
And I'm not going to put myself in a situation where sex is now gone into a space that I'm not having fun. I'm not enjoying it because I'm just doing something that he needs me to do.
Right.
And I don't want him to do that for
me.
Exactly.
Yeah, like doing something and you're clearly not turned on, you're clearly not excited, you're just doing it.
Like if a man's like, I don't like to do oral. You ain't the man for me, but I respect
we can't
it.
work it out, but
we can't work it out.
I'm sure there's somebody out there who don't want it.
I don't know her, but she might
I
exist.
also don't want you to be trying to please me with oral, and then you can't get excited when it's time to penetrate because you're not feeling it. It's not, your body's going to say it.
Yeah.
Just like women, if we're doing something that's pleasurable, and then you try to go down there and you don't feel that it's moist, my body's not ready. It's because I'm not feeling it, and it doesn't matter what my mouth will say. My body will tell you the truth.
So Lena said most kinks don't need to be experienced often. I mean,
that's true.
But the thing is, I want to growl every time. Like growl every. You could choke me every time. I've never been like that's too much or that's getting boring.
Yeah.
Not once.
But I also don't want to eat ass. Not one time.
Not one time.
Not one time.
Not one time.
Never a time I want to do that. I'm not excited by it, and don't get me
wrong. The last time I did was when I ate chitlins. I'm good. Like I've had chitlins in years.
But if it was something that I thought was pleasurable, I would do it.
Yeah, totally.
It just so happens that it's not something that I would feel like this will excite me or this will be exciting for me. If I did, I would do it. But yeah. I just don't. The associated with mouth and ass does not. It makes me feel weird. It makes me think of something.
Like I'm
just me think of bacteria. Like
I'm just thinking germs and everything. Yeah. Like I'm not.
So I would never be able to get into it in that manner. And then if I did it.
Like I don't even want you. Like I don't want my man shitting while I'm in the shower.
Please.
Like I don't want to be that close to your shit.
Please. I turn the TV up in the morning just so I don't have to hear that from heaven. I don't want. I mean, most of the time when I meet men, I don't even pass gas in front of them. So.
Look, in the 50s, there were. First of all, if you waiting for birthdays to get blowjobs, that is the saddest sex life ever to me. Listen, like who's waiting? Whenever I hear like, oh, it's special on the birthday, I think that's like threesomes or anal, some stuff that you really don't like doing, but
some stuff that's a little outlandish. And
you know, but if you saving blowjobs for birthdays. At 50, that he might need that just to get up.
Right.
Like that's a part of the foreplay process.
Right. That's right. It can be talked about and planned for. Yeah, all that stuff. Because the talking is, are you comfortable with it? Am I comfortable with it?
Yeah.
Can we do this and enjoy ourselves? I think that's what the conversation is, more so like, oh, I would really like for you to do this to me.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I don't. And then you pressuring me to do it. And then no, I don't see the pleasure in that.
Yeah.
So
turn your flashlight on so it might give us.
Not give us, because you light as hell. Okay, Google. No? Okay, great.
She got like the big old fancy phone. It's mad big. All right.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, hold on.
Hello.
Shit. Hold on.
Oh,
there we go.
There I
am. Look, y'all gonna be so sick of me. I'm gonna start doing that during the Nappy Frappe videos.
That's right. We're here on the Nappy Frappe. And
yes.
You have a YouTube show, right? Where can they go to
yes,
check
so
out
if you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. You got to go on YouTube and type in the Nappy Frappe because, I have like 200 subscribers on IG, but only 139 on YouTube. And that's where the actual videos are. Like I've shown like mini clips, but my shows, the episodes where I talk about relationships and different things in life.
So what was your favorite so far? Just so they can get an idea of the kind of stuff that they can find on there.
I think the one of my favorites is when I talked about how I got into an abusive relationship. Mm-hmm. Just didn't know how I got there. Yeah. And it was just like, what is life like? How did I get here? Just how did I get here? Because I feel like I'm a confident person.
That was a good episode, actually.
Thank you. And another one where I had my friend on, we talked about surviving childhood trauma.
Which was really good. And there's so many people who face that and face it silently and have pushed it down.
Yes.
And buried it. And I think that would be a good episode to kind of slowly ease your way into probably like taking a second look at that and how it's affecting your life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So where do they find that? Where do they subscribe?
So you go to YouTube and you search the Nappy Frappe, just like the name of this channel, and you click subscribe. So that way every Friday I do a video. Today I decided to go live because I have been...
Someone saw your childhood drama one. They said it was great.
Thank you. But I do want to have more conversations about things like this. But I just kind of go through my life and think about my experiences and what lessons I've learned. I feel like I have really great friends. And
you do.
I do. She has helped me in so many ways. Like this last year has been crazy. And I'm going to be talking about that soon. I think everybody that's on this chat right now already knows what I've been going through over the last year.
And is that's gonna be for you to make an episode about some of the stuff that you've been through this year? I think that's gonna be big.
It's probably huge. It's have to be a 3-part series. Yeah. Like I'm gonna have to break it down because it's been a lot.
It's gonna be inspiring to a lot of people. I really hope that a lot of people who are facing some of the things you face get a chance to see that episode and then see you doing all these things that you're doing now with the photos and the creative stuff. I think that someone needs to see someone rise above.
Because it has been rough.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna realize why I've been using that Phoenix picture. Because I felt like I was on fire. I felt like I was on ashes.
Yes, and I don't want to give anything away, but I'm really looking forward to that.
I mean, most of the people on here right now, it's only a couple people, they know.
I know you're
but I'm going to share this later. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, and you might be, if you on my page, kind of nosy like, you might know what's going on. You might think you know. But I'm going to definitely make announcements and talk about it because it's life. And I feel like...
Yes, let's dive into that, honey.
Life isn't worth living if you're not going to talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of what makes a person genuine. It's easy for someone to get up there and be like, do this and do that, and this is the way life's supposed to be. But it's different for someone to be like, look, this is what I thought, this is what the reality was, and this is how I came out of it still being sane.
Sanity.
Because that is the hardest part. To remain sane through some of this shit.
You kept me sane. God knows, I don't know what I would have done without her. And I have other, really good, solid friends, but she was just physically there for me in ways that I was just like, I felt like I was falling apart. I felt like I was falling apart and I didn't know what was happening. And
look at you still here or whatever.
Look at me still here and shit. But this has been great. These mosquitoes have eaten us absolutely alive, and it's nighttime already.
And the sunset, forget it on my skin.
But
light, new light. Light.
Thank you all. Please subscribe to the Nappy Frappe and share the videos. If there are videos that you do like on the Nappy Frappe, share them on your social media so your friends can see them. And
subscribe and like.
Yes, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and most important, YouTube, because I got to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can start making that money and making t-shirts and shit. Because I want that to be my business. I want me and Cannon to have a show, and then ABC could pick up.
The Nappy Frappe.
And I can argue with Meghan McCain.
Okay. Where you at, Megan? Somebody tag her. We want her.
Tag Meghan McCain in. We want her. I know you just had a baby, but I'm here for it.
And so does she. And he's a grown-ass man trying to
First
rip
of all,
her boobs off.
he got a mustache. He really got a mustache. I'm going to show you the picture. He has I took a picture. It's it's a real mustache.
She said she want to be dominated. Introduce her son. Still breastfeeding.
Kevin. I'm Redbone. If Beyonce's Redbone, I'm Redbone. You hate her. You don't know what Redbone is, all right? In Louisiana, all right? You hating MFer. And that's why I can't wait to see you on fantasy football. I can't wait till our week is up because I'm kicking ya ass.
And somebody said you still glowing and thriving, honey.
Thank you, baby.
Yes, you are.
I love y'all. All right. So, we'll see you later. And thank you again for my best friend, girlie here. And catch us on Tap Insist because this fun, this is nothing compared to how we go in on Tap Insist.
And we got videos up already.
Yes. Check out at Tap Insist. So at TAPINSIS, we talk about being friends with your exes.
We talk about
red flags in relationships. We get in. And we do that every other week, so you got to see that.
Sunday, and we do it live.
And
we love stuff like this.
Yes, and we drink wine and we talk to y'all, and so please make sure you follow that. All right. Good night.
Nappy Frappe.